this lecture. It's a calculation, all right? So here's how this is going to go. We also know from the mass spectrometer that the natural abundance of carbon-12 is 98.89%. So it's the vast majority of carbon is carbon-12. About 1% is carbon-13. And actually a fraction of a percent is carbon-14. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it on the slide. Carbon-14 is radioactive, and it's what allows us to do radiocarbon dating. Okay, so we'll talk more about that in Chem 110. So for now, we'll say ignore carbon-14, but let's talk about carbon-13. Okay, so based on the following data, calculate the average mass of a sample of carbon. So how do we do that? Well, here's my natural abundance, and I'll just remind you that I can write a percentage by dividing by 100, right? I can go 1, 2, and I can go 1, 2. So I can say 0.9889, and here I can say 0.0111. Okay, so pay attention. I want you to know how to do this calculation, okay? We get the average mass of a sample of carbon. I'm going to write just mass of carbon, okay? I'll just say a C for now, and I'll put brackets. That means average, okay? So it's going to be the natural abundance times the mass plus the natural abundance times the mass, okay? So I don't have a formula for you, but this is how it's going to go. It's going to go 0.9889 times exactly 12. And so here, because we're not worried about the sig figs here, from here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sig figs, okay? Plus 0.0111 times 13.00335. And we're going to use all of these sig figs, units, right? This is an AMU unit, and this is an AMU unit, okay? And so now, when I go and do this calculation, okay, 4 sig figs here, so I get 11.87 AMU. When I take 12 times this, and then 1, 2, 3 sig figs here, I get 0.144 AMU here. But now check it out. I'm adding 2 numbers, right? And I've got 2 decimal places and 3 decimal places. So my final answer is going to have 2 decimal places, okay? So that gives me 12.01 AMU. And if we go to the periodic table, let's find a periodic table real quick. Let me find a better one. Oh no, do I have one in here? I don't have a good periodic table in here. So if we were to look, so there's a periodic table in the lecture hall, but we're not in the lecture hall. Anyways, if we were to look at a periodic table, I got one around here somewhere. Okay, we would see the average mass of a sample of carbon. Yes. Okay, you guys are gonna dislike me for doing this. Find carbon. It says 12.01. Okay, so that's what's on the periodic table. I would encourage you, dig up a periodic table, go look on the masses on the periodic table. That mass that you see on the periodic table is the average mass. It's a result of these isotopes. Okay, I'm going to stop this video. I'll pull up a better periodic table on my screen. I apologize I didn't have one ready. Okay, okay, folks, stay tuned for the next video.